Hello and welcome to English Story TV, the YouTube channel and podcast that is designed to help you improve your English. I'm your host, Emily, and today's episode is about going on a safari. That's right, we're going on an adventure to see wild animals in their natural habitat. So, if you're ready, let's get started. Have you ever imagined seeing a lion in the wild or watching a herd of elephants walk majestically across the savannah? Well, that's what you can expect on a safari. A safari is a journey or adventure where you get to explore nature and see lots of different animals. First, let's talk about what you need to prepare before you go on a safari. One of the most important things is to choose the right place. Africa is famous for its safaris, with countries like Kenya, Tanzania and South Africa offering some of the best safari experiences in the world. Once you've chosen where to go, you need to think about when to go. The best time for safaris is usually during the dry season, when it's easier to see animals because they come out to find water. But remember, the weather can be very different from what you're used to, so you should pack the right clothes. During the day it can be very hot, so light clothing is best. However, it can get really cold at night, so don't forget a warm jacket. Now, let's talk about what you might see on a safari. The big five are the most famous animals people hope to see. These are the lion, leopard, rhinoceros, elephant, and Cape buffalo. But there are so many other wonderful creatures like giraffes, zebras, hippos, and various beautiful birds. Each animal is unique, and watching them is a truly amazing experience. When you're on the safari vehicle, it's important to stay safe. Always listen to your guide because they know how to keep you safe around wild animals. Remember, these animals are not like pets, they're wild. You should never try to touch them or feed them. Keep your hands inside the vehicle and your voice low so you don't scare the animals. Another exciting thing about going on a safari is learning about the animals' behaviours and their environment. Did you know that elephants can communicate with each other using sounds that are too low for humans to hear? Or that giraffes have a special structure in their necks that stops the blood from rushing to their heads when they bend down to drink water? Taking photos is a great way to remember your safari, but sometimes it's nice to just watch and enjoy the moment. It's not every day you get to see these animals in the wild, so take a moment to appreciate the beauty of nature. After your safari, you can talk about your experiences with friends and family. Sharing stories and photos of the animals you saw and the things you learned can be a lot of fun. Plus, it's a great way to practice your English. So, why do people love going on safaris? It's not just about the adventure. It's about connecting with nature, learning about wildlife, and experiencing the beauty of our planet. Safaris can remind us how important it is to take care of our environment and protect these amazing animals for future generations. Preparing for the unexpected. One of the things that makes a safari so unique is the unpredictability. You never know what you'll see on any given day. This can be thrilling, but it also means you need to be prepared for anything. For example, sometimes you might have to wake up very early in the morning, as this is when many animals are most active. The mornings can be chilly, so make sure to have a warm layer of clothing. Also, while safaris are generally safe, being in the wild means you might encounter insects, uneven terrain and other natural elements. It's wise to bring some insect repellent, sunscreen and a good hat to protect you from the sun. Comfortable shoes are a must because you might have opportunities to do some walking or even hiking. Cultural experiences. Safaris also offer a chance to meet local people and learn about their cultures. Many safaris include visits to local villages or communities. This is a wonderful opportunity to see a different way of life and learn about the traditions and practices of the local people. It's important to approach these experiences with respect and openness. Remember, you're a guest in their home. You can try local foods, which might be very different from what you're used to. For instance, in East Africa, You might get to try ugali, which is a type of maize porridge, or perhaps some game meat, which is quite common in safari lodges. Tasting new foods is not only exciting, but also a great way to connect with the place you are visiting. Photography tips. If you're interested in photography, a safari is a dream come true. However, taking pictures of wildlife can be challenging. Animals may be far away, or they might move just as you take the shot. A good tip is to have patience and to practice using your camera before you go. Learning how to use different settings, like the zoom and shutter speed, can really make a difference. Also remember to respect the animal's space. Use a good zoom lens so you can keep a safe distance. Sometimes the best photo is one that captures the natural behavior of the animal without disturbing them. Environmental impact. Going on safari is not just about taking from the experience, but also about giving back. It's important to think about the environmental impact of your visit. Many safari parks and reserves are deeply committed to conservation efforts. They work hard to protect the animals and their habitats. As visitors, it's our responsibility to support these efforts. This means following the rules of the safari park, such as not littering and not making too much noise. It also means choosing safari companies that are committed to sustainable practices. Some companies donate part of their profits to conservation projects or help support local communities. By choosing these companies, you are helping to ensure that future generations will also be able to experience the wonder of the natural world, reflecting on your safari experience. After your safari, take some time to reflect on your experiences. What did you learn? How did it change the way you see the world? Safaris can be powerful experiences that change your perspective in unexpected ways. Perhaps you'll come away with a greater appreciation for wildlife or a new interest in conservation. You might also find that you've learned some new words and phrases in another language, or gained a deeper understanding of different cultural practices. These are all valuable experiences that can enrich your life and your understanding of the world. Sharing your story. When you return home, sharing your story can be a part of the adventure. You can tell your friends and family about the animals you saw, the landscapes you experienced, and the people you met. You can show them photos and perhaps even inspire them to go on a safari themselves. Remember, every safari is unique and everyone's experience is different. What will your story be? Conclusion. As we wrap up today's episode on going on a safari, I hope you feel inspired to explore the wild, learn about different cultures, and perhaps even take a safari yourself one day. Remember, safaris are more than just a trip. They are a chance to connect with nature and learn about the world in a way that few other experiences can offer. Thank you for joining me today on English Story TV. I hope you enjoyed learning about going on a safari. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more great content to help you improve your English. See you next time.